So, you guys have some options. You basically have a day to kill until probably tomorrow morning.
All right.
What time of the day is it?
It's just after lunch, about midday-ish. And yeah, so you guys could do whatever it is you want as a downtime kind of activity, waiting for the next day to roll around. Entirely up to you guys.
Right.
Kill
So
me.
what could we do?
In town, there is the library, there's the inn, there's Glen's Armory, there is a general store. You could wander around, see the townspeople. You could do whatever it is you want to do. You could research something. You could train in a particular skill.
So we've just decided to keep these horses. Are those horses that we, took in like good state?
Yes. You do notice that as opposed to all the other animals that were quite poorly treated,
fucked up,
the horses seem to be in quite good condition. Like they treated.
Oh, that's good.
Fed them well and kept them watered.
Okay. Yeah, just wondering.
Yep. Horses look quite healthy.
Good.
Dang.
So what did we decide to do with the extra cards?
We took them. We decided to take them and sell them when we have the chance. At least, at least 2 of them. Maybe more.
At least, yeah, I agree.
I still have my own card, but it's back in Syria. I need to call for
Is that
it.
one smaller?
Nick, is it smaller? Because mine is just a regular
They're about
card.
the same. They're about the same size, but these ones have sort of the shielding from most weathering over the top of them in the form of the box.
Oh, that one's actually better.
Whereas your cart back home kind of had like a tarp that you strapped down that would cover it from most weather, but not all. Some goods in storms and stuff, if you were taking it through a storm, might still get a little bit roughed up and damaged.
I still need to call for my
water could
cards
still
still
see
possible.
through. But yeah.
I have some
Yeah,
of my
I could
possessions
probably
there.
just...
Yeah, so you have to get to Seria, you have a few days travel.
Yeah, you did mention I could
Right.
call for my card to be delivered into a bigger town, when possible, right?
What would be the next
Yeah,
big town?
They
The
can
city, I mean.
deliver it between cities, wherever the guild is located. So that would be between Vaskia in the north. You got Seria. There's Passage, Goldheim, and Windmere. Those are the capital cities. The rest of the other ones, like the ones that have a square with like a dot in the middle, those are cities. The ones that are just a square, like these, those are just towns.
Yeah,
I feel like since
might be
we're
smarter
mostly...
to go back.
You think? Because I was gonna say, since we're heading kind of south anyway, you could have us sent to Windmere.
Oh yeah, I mean we can just stop there afterwards.
Because like we're probably gonna want to keep looking for the temples, and there's one at God's Rest.
Yeah, that
So
sounds good
there's that.
to me. So
Yeah, I could do that then.
I think I want to do that, and for that is I probably would need to like send a messenger or something, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Hmm.
How do I do that?
Right. So you can find people in town that in most towns there are some people that would act as a messenger. That you can give them something and they would make a delivery for you for X amount of gold depending on the distance. Yeah. So you could probably find someone in the inn or asking around town. You could find someone that would make that trip for you.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll search around town for that.
All right. It doesn't really take you long before you're pointed by a few people in the right direction to a guy who's more than happy to deliver a message for you. He says he'll charge you 5 gold to head over there in a few days, or if you want it express, like on horseback, charging along, it's 10 gold.
He can take his time. I'm not in a hurry. So
Alrighty.
5 gold it is. Not gonna haggle that if it's under 10 gold.
All right. So what comes with this is you'll have to give him a signed writ, a letter stamping with your signature that they know it's yours, and there's not just some random going, "Hey, move this guy's cart," because bad shit happens when that goes down. So they do require like identification and signed forms from you. They can hold on to as proof.
Okay.
So you can just write up a form like that, hand it to him, and off he goes.
I'm a fill
so 5 gold.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'll remove that from my
5
stuff.
gold, and you go.
Hey.
All right. So.
By the way, are both horses male? Because I want to name my horse.
Yes.
They're both male.
Yes.
Okay.
Typically, a draft horse
Will be male.
for pulling carts and stuff would be. Most female horses are used mainly for breeding or some for riding performance. But yeah. Anyway, what's everyone else doing?
I have no idea.
I'm going to spend the rest of the day bonding with my new horse. They'd probably be confused. Like, I'm sorry, they'd probably be confused. Like, just changing owners like that. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you spend the day chilling with your new horse, getting them used to you. Cool. You gonna name it?
Yes. I'm deciding on that. I'm looking for names.
Horse cock.
So what's everyone else doing?
Lysaira once again slaps the child in the back of the head.
Thank you.
Why?
I think everyone here is deeply considering selling off the child.
Oh, I'm gonna tell Daddy about this.
I don't fucking see your dad.
Lysaira's just like, it's not proper for a child to speak that way. Wait until you're 18.
Thank you.
I give Lysaira, guys.
I give Lysaira a high five.
Mothering team.
I was actually because I have my new doggo
Yes.
and everything. He's okay. We're selling the child. Where is the nearest slave thing?
Oh jeez.
Anyways,
even I wouldn't do that.
Rule number 1 of this party: the child is always for sale.
Discount free.
No. If we're gonna sell it, we're gonna get a nice, pretty penny out of this.
Oh jeez.
Wow.
You're worse than I am.
Even resorted to calling her.
She wants to.
If we're gonna sell it.
Wow.
She wanted to sell my dog. That is like punishable by death. Anyways, I was my dog can. You know what? I was gonna say we're gonna go out in the woods and get food for my dog, but you know what? Why don't we just feed the child to the dog? Problem solved. Problem solved.
Too bad.
Don't do that. Don't.
I won't.
Most wolves like that will either you can take them out to hunt with them, or you could feed them with food that you could get from like the inn and that kind of stuff. Like they'll give you some of the offcuts. I'm sure that Krieg, who runs the inn there, I'm sure he would be more than happy to give you like a spare leg bone or something to give to him.
I probably will do that because he's probably pretty weak after everything that's been going on. He probably can't really hunt very well.
Maybe we should go. We should go.
Skin and bone.
We should go out and hunt the con artist.
But yeah, the wolf is pretty well skin and bone. But he for his size, you get the idea that he might have been the runt of the litter. That's how he's ended up in this situation. He's not like a big-sized wolf, but no, he's still of a decent size, bigger than a dog, put it that way. But yeah, he's probably not fully grown yet either. still got a little bit of growing up to do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just probably gonna go feed my dog at the inn.
Alrighty. So head over to the inn, and Pree's there behind the counter. Are you gonna bring Doggo in with you, or?
Yes.
All right. So as soon as you enter the inn with him, Creed kind of has a bit of a freaked out response. Whoa, whoa, whoa! You got a wolf behind you, like as if you don't know.
I just.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, I was just, I was gonna explain, like, we just saved this dog. Do you have any spare scraps or something I can give him? He's pretty weak right now, and
does he bite?
Well, so far he hasn't bite me, so I mean, you can certainly try, but I won't force you.
Okay. Well, he's I'll be right back, and he goes out the back and then comes back out and he throws. He kind of slides across the ground a plate with a few offcuts of meat. You see, like stuff that he wouldn't typically cook up and sell for the lunch meal, just kind of the offcut that you would throw away. He kind of slides that across the ground. No, a wolf is more than happy to have that. And immediately, like instantly, Koro starts like tucking in and ripping it all apart and chewing it up. He also goes out the back and pulls out a leg bone from what looks to be an elk or a deer or something like that, some kind of main leg bone from that, and he places that next to the plate. Mora, for a moment, moves over and picks it up, holds it in his teeth for a second, gnaws on it a little, puts it back down, and then continues eating the meat.
Okay.
And he's like just wolfing this down.
Poor baby.
Yeah. For a little bit, you're a little concerned that he might make himself sick if he eats so much, like so quickly, but he looks like he'll be okay. Yeah. What would everyone else like to do?
Not be eaten.
The child is just hiding behind Lysira and Die now.
Maybe if you didn't sass me so much, I wouldn't consider it. How about that?
Oh yeah, I actually meant to ask for something earlier. Because I think Chris was asking like what gender was a horse, right?
Yeah, they're both male.
Oh, they're both male? Cool, I didn't hear.
Yeah, they are both male.
Alright, I named my horse Maxwell.
Oh.
Maxwell. Yeah, I'm gonna name my horse Bounty.
Bounty.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you have Artax, Bounty, and Maxwell. The gang.
Hey.
The booty squad.
I mean, if Lysira
and Tyrant's unnamed horses.
What if you two steal those horses in the end? I guess they would be yours technically.
You could just buy them at this point. Just be like, hey.
Can we just keep the horse?
Yeah.
Pay off what you owe. I mean, if you don't plan on returning to Seria, then yeah, I'm sure you could.
But we might have to go back, so...
Yeah, if you end up going back, you might have to like pay for them there. So, is that how we're all gonna spend the rest of the day? Just chilling?
Well, I sent a messenger.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I would like to go to the general store.
General store? Alrighty.
Yes.
Alright, so walking in, you're greeted by a male half-elf, walks over and shakes your hand. Kind of burgundy hair pulled back into a ponytail. And says, welcome, welcome. Feel free to have a browse at all the shelves, and anything you want, just bring it up to the front counter and we'll pay for it there.
All right,
And
sounds
he,
good.
Yep, he heads over to the front counter and returns to his little stool that he has set up there and puts his feet up on the desk and leans back and just hangs out reading a book.
Do I see anything that could catch my eye if I look around?
Anything in particular you're looking for?
Not specifically, just if there's something that stands out.
Let's see. He has various items on sale. Most of which is just... He has a section for clothing. He has a section for... he does have a small selection of potions. Aside from that, there's just random miscellaneous items. Axe. You see like a row of axes for woodcutting. There's pickaxes there as well. Things like that. There is on a shelf a lute similar to the one that you have. But yours may be in slightly better condition. This one looks like it's been sitting there for a while gathering dust.
Yeah, I already have a loot. I don't need another one. Does he have any like writing materials like ink?
He does. Yep. There is.
Because Gunther's been noting down like basically a lot of stuff that's happened, so I'm guessing he might be needing some ink sometime soon.
Yep. He does have inks, quills, and parchments.
Right. Because I think my notebooks. Does he have notebooks too? Like empty books?
He does. Yeah. Journals and books. Yeah. Most of them leather bound. Not a lot of really fine quality ones, but ones that'll get the job done.
Yeah. Can you tell me about how many pages are in those books, just out of curiosity?
I'm looking at about, say, 50 pages, give or take.
Okay.
Not like super thick, but not like super thin either.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a book and a bottle of ink and go to the counter. And how much is ink books again?
Look over the top of his looks over the top of his book at the ink and journal that you've put there. Is it just the one of each, or?
Yeah, just one of each.
Yep. And he peeks over his book, leans back into his chair, and goes, "Yep, 7 gold." Flips another page.
That was a lot cheaper than expected. So I'll just take it, honestly.
Yep. So pay him 7. Give your fresh empty journal and the ink.
And that's it.
Cool. So, does anyone else have anything else they want to do for the day?
Nothing in particular, I don't think.
Let's go down the line. Yeah,
I think Lysira's gonna go to the library and look for a book on fortune telling.
Yep. Okay.
Do you want to sacrifice another finger? Right. We have not back.
Lysira's just like, I have my reasons.
Oh god.
She is now intrigued by the whole
fortune telling
and stuff.
Yeah.
I have a character actually for another game that was fortune telling. It's really cool because you can do it like in little breaks where you're not doing anything for money.
Yeah. So
it's pretty useful.
You do find, as you're browsing through, you find a couple of books. They're mostly just talking about like the cards, their meanings. You find out that there's a meaning for if they come up facing upright or if they come up facing upside down if they're inverted. You find out that typically what a fortune teller should do is they could form a bond with the cards by like keeping them on them at all times for like a full day. and sort of that gets them in tune with the deck, and there's all sorts of methods to doing it, and all the cards have all sorts of different meanings. So if you study it enough, you could definitely understand the workings of it. You could probably even find a place that would sell you a deck of them. Probably not in a town, but in a city, certainly.
Okay.
You get the sense that this is the kind of thing that you would find at the Mages Guild, the Star Shatter Order, the Mage Guild that's in all the cities. That's
Okay, that's all I'm going to do for today.
Alrighty. Kind of place that you would find stuff. Alrighty.
What is the child doing?
I don't have no idea. I'm thinking the fortune telling sounds interesting. I want to get my fortune told.
Yep. So you recall that there was a half-elven woman in the Duskwood, a witch of sorts that would. She lived in a cabin there that you guys went to. She would tell people's fortunes.
Oh, hold on.
And then decide on a price.
You can also have Lysaira practice on you.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
If she
I'll
finds
do
a deck
both.
for it.
I'll do both. I
Anyway,
want to
yeah.
see who's the better fortune teller.
I just look right at the child and say, "No, you don't want this."
Excuse me? I'm 12 and a half. I know what I want.
Exactly. You don't have enough life experience yet.
Well, I want to know what the life holds for me.
Well, to get to where the witch is, it'll take you about a day. Since you guys know the path to get there now, it'll take you about a full day to get there and back. So
Wait,
from
what are we
morning to
doing?
night. If you,
Savvy's going.
Savvy was
Yeah.
thinking about going and seeing the witch in the woods again for the
I
fortune
hope you
telling.
enjoy getting your finger taken off. You weren't here when that happened.
Oh.
So basically,
Do I need to remind you about the finger chandelier?
Yep. Yeah. Savvy, she takes your finger and like other body part, just so you know.
as
I'm
payment.
12 and a half.
She
I don't
has-
need this.
Well, I'm
There's,
gonna stay.
all sorts of
No
methods of
way in
payment.
hell I'm going.
So her deal was that she would tell the fortune and then decide on a payment after the fact, and that was just kind of the deal that you had to agree, like the terms you had to agree upon going into it. Yeah.
No, then Lysaira, just read my fortune, please.
Well, Zara doesn't have a.
I
deck of
can't do
tarot
that
cards
yet.
Well, when you're ready. I demand it.
She's like, go learn it now.
Exactly.
I tell her that as long as she doesn't go to the witch in the woods, I'll do it someday.
I promise.
The things we have to do to protect the child.
Oh
Yourself.
Oh my god.
Well, evening rolls around, and I assume that you guys would return to the inn to retire for the night.
No, just meet up there.
All right.
Is it early evening or
Um,
late evening?
It's a sort of early evening.
Is my dog allowed in the inn, or does it have to stay out?
Well,
That's okay. I'm buddies with the barkeep now. I'll vouch for it.
Well, he didn't seem
Alright.
too happy with Mora when I first brought him in, so
But he's been a good boy.
he's a good
Yeah.
dog. He's a good pupper.
he's proven himself for now, but I think the innkeep would be more concerned about his patronage, like the rest of the clientele, being quite scared of the wolf. So if he was to let him into the inn, it would be straight up to the room, and he wouldn't be allowed on the main floor.
I guess that's fine.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's not a cage.
Since the two of you kind of vouch for the wolf, and he's seen that it's fairly friendly.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that'll be fine.
He just doesn't want it to get like freaked out with all the patrons.
I just don't want to let him like be alone outside, especially with everything that's been going on.
Yeah. Yep, that's fair.
I mean, worst case scenario, I would have just slept outside with him. So
We'll have a little sleepover with like Faye and the doggo.
who wants to stay in my room? I have dogs.
Like fuck yeah.
So, you guys in for the night. Gunther, I'll get you to roll perception check.
Oh shit!
Hold on a moment. I see the shit out of everything.
You see the shit out of everything,
Right? This much.
All right,
have
what do I
eyes.
see?
The future. No, you see that there is a table of what appears to be the miners that were off in the mountains before. They're there gambling, playing cards like they were the other night.
Sounds
And,
interesting.
Looks like pretty easy pickings.
Yeah, I'm
compared to
I'm
last time as
definitely
well.
going to play. My brand!
Why? I hate you.
Special eyes. My brand. Yeah, so
I want to join in on the
you
gambling
could,
thing.
alrighty, so you find yourself a spot at the table and buy in, and takes you a couple of rounds. You lose a couple gold here and there to try and pick up on their tells and that kind of thing, and then once you're comfortable with it, you just roll them for everything they have, hand after hand.
Oh jeez, how much did I get?
Before they get the shits with you and just like walk off, you end up pulling together about 70 odd gold pieces.
70?
Yeah, you really rolled these guys. Like you didn't even have to make any checks. Like these guys were not the sharpest tools.
They were chumps.
Yeah, exactly. Easy pickings for any half adequate kind of scam artist. So you were able to roll them really easy.
Nice. I have that amount. Yay.
Cool. So the next morning rolls around. You guys have had a full night's rest. You're up to scratch.
Good to go.
Good to go. Any spells that you've spent in the last day or so replenished. So where are you guys headed?
Back to
Back
Glen.
to Glen.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Warhammer should be ready by now, I think.
So you guys.
Products. Yeah, go ahead. No. Big airplane took off, so I'm like, what the hell just took off?
So you guys head over to Glen and her shop, and she's working on just sharpening away at the longsword she was working at. And I'll get anyone who's interested to roll an insight check or perception, whichever one you have a higher stat in.
Hold on.
Holy shit!
Whoa!
Gunther's fucking on it.
The page
He
is
sees everything.
Special eyes.
Just his special eyes.
My brain.
Oh my god!
Hey guys!
You have shitty eyes and need glasses.
My brand!
Faye's distracted by your new dog.
I am.
Yeah,
okay,
she's-
shut up.
Okay, we're all distracted by the puppy.
We all love the doggo. Except Gunther. I guess Gunther hates the goddamn
No,
dog.
I like the dog.
Good.
At least he's not trying to sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the
Unlike
child is for.
someone.
Whoa! I was
So,
doing
Tyrion-
Daddy's job.
Either perception or insight, up to you, whichever one is higher for you.
I did insight. Oh. You're asking
For
Savvy.
Tyrion.
Yeah.
I am getting that right now. Yeah, that shit's higher. Wow, okay.
So, Gunther and Oteiron, you both notice that Glan has big bags under her eyes, and she looks like she's been up, well, probably for the last 24 hours working nonstop. And she, as you guys walk in and approach her, she goes, here we go. And she pulls up the warhammer from under the shelf, and it's really nicely crafted. Like, it's got a really fine leather strap running up the handle. The head of it is plated in silver and has fine engraving all over it, and all around the sort of on either long face of the warhammer on the left and right side of it, there's a big green gem carved into like a perfectly smooth oval sitting embedded in it, and that's all been carved around as well. And she says, here we go. I hope it serves the purpose you need.
It's beautiful, I say.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
And how are you doing? You seem really tired.
I have been working for quite some time. I might, after I finished shining off this dagger, I might go and sleep for 3 days.
That would be for the best.
Mood.
Rest is important.
Mood.
Big mood. Yeah. So can I do anything else for you?
That's about all I needed. What about you guys?
I think we should be good for now.
Sounds good to me.
Hey, alrighty. Well, I'll see you all later.
So who's
You're
carrying?
around.
So who's carrying the hammer?
You.
No, I'm
Who's
not carrying the
Who's,
hammer.
who's the strongest?
who's the strongest?
Probably die.
Probably.
Okay.
What's everyone's?
Okay.
She can carry it with her fucking horns.
Oh my god!
Jesus.
Just slot it in
What's,
there.
what's everyone's?
I was like, that was a little racist.
She's like, you know what? Maybe we should sell the child. She's racist. She wants me to sell the dog. Just get rid of the child.
It's like, wow, I thought you guys accepted me as a tiefling, but I guess not.
I accept you. Me and Morrow accept you.
Sheds a single tear.
I'm gonna tell Daddy about you guys. You guys don't accept
I don't see
me.
your dad.
So,
What are you gonna do? Like, just run for like, where were you from again? Fucking like 500 miles to go tell your daddy on us? Do it! I dare you! I double dog dare you!
I'll do
Holy
it.
shit!
I'm not happy with her.
Wait, has this child been following us the whole time?
You just now noticed?
Just like, we're
Wow.
all like having like a goddamn domestic dispute in front of Glenn's shop until I'm trying to like, oh my god, get the fuck out.
I bet people are just walking past us like, don't look at them.
Don't contact.
Don't look at him, Philip! It's too late for me, mother. I've seen everything.
If Diana is the strongest, she can carry it.
Okay.
Alright.
It won't
Carry it with
really
the horns.
make that much of a difference. You can carry it as any other.
You know what? Shut your mouth. I will fight you.
You guys,
I will
you
kick.
guys have
I will
carried
kick
all
a young
sorts of
child's
like
ass.
machetes and daggers and all kinds of crap from killing the gnolls and goblins and whatever else. So, yeah. But yes, so you guys, you have that hammer. What are you going to do with it?
Probably go
head off, probably.
head off to the cave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would be a good plan.
So you guys head off in the morning. You get there. If you're going by horseback or by walking?
I think everyone has a horse now, right?
Yeah.
We could go by
Hey.
horse.
Worst.
Yep, might as well take the horses.
All right.
Before-
So if you go by horseback, you can get there in. Well, by the time that evening rolls around,
All right.
That's not too bad.
ride through the day. Get to the cove.
Oliver, I don't want to play right now, sweet.
No, you lie!
Is he playing with that?
He has this little, we call it a flute, but we don't know why. Oh, Oliver, do not jump. You know better. Oh, Mom and Dad are home. Hold on.
Oliver might leave you alone now.
Where are
So
we?
you guys head to the cove, and you're in the bottom right-hand corner of the map.
Hey.
Oh no, my top-down token wasn't uploaded yet.
Oh, it wasn't at this. But we can fix that. Wow.
I was like, oh no, I drew it, but it's gone.
Mine is
There it is.
I look so tiny compared to Di.
I know.
Yeah, I was saying. Nick's like, no, she looks fine. Like, no, Diana is way too big. I need to resize her a little for next time. She's really not even that big.
I think Gunther just looks really small.
I think isn't Faye like bigger than Di or something like that?
Yeah, she is taller than Di.
You guys are here in front of Dildraneth, the dragon.
Dildo dragon. I hate this.
Every time. So
You hate this, but you're the one that said it.
I know, I hate that I said it. I hate my life.
So, with Dildo Dragon, what would you guys like to do?
Well, I'll just walk up to it and be like, hey, so here's what you requested.
Yep. He's happy to welcome you all back, by the way, and says, "Oh, thank you very much." And he reaches out and very carefully, with two claws, just picks it up and takes it in his hand, and he walks back to.
Well, this is a great dramatic pause.
Back to
I was nervous. I thought it was
the thing over here.
I thought maybe my connection went dead,
No,
and I
no.
was like, ah,
That
shit.
that was my bad.
Same
He
here.
I was
walks
like,
back
oh,
to
no.
one of the chests over here and carefully opens it, places it inside, and pulls out something else. And
Oh.
returns back to you guys. And he'll hand to Dai this sword. It is a rapier.
Interesting.
And he hands it to you and he says, "This is Fire Soul."
Fire Soul.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
What?
What is it? What does it look like?
So it's a rapier with a sort of steel blade, but the hilt of it, the handle, the handguard, looks
Oh.
like it was it looks like sort of orange and red kind of steel, almost like it's red hot, like straight out of a forge, like it was carved out of fire. And it's it doesn't feel hot to the
Doesn't feel
touch, but
hot.
it looks like it would be red hot.
That's cool.
But yeah, hands it to you quite carefully.
All right, so just thank the dragon for like
Mm-hmm.
doing this trade with us, and we'll probably be going on our way.
All right. So now it falls to you guys to decide who gets that.
Yeah.
Who gets it?
Who
Well,
gets
there
to
is
keep
one person who uses a rapier quite often.
Yeah. That would be me, I believe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's Lysira, bitch.
Well, I mean, Lysira does use a rapier, but
Lysira's more of a knife person.
Yeah, I've never
Yeah.
seen her use a. I never seen her use a rapier so far. Actually, once.
yeah, I was sure that she had one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She used it against the wolves, and she used it once when fighting the gnomes.
Okay, that's
not
what I thought.
not the gnomes,
The
the goblins.
gnomes!
Goblins.
No. Dude, have you been watching too much Balls?
So,
But yeah.
Schmegbulock.
I would gladly take it.
alrighty, let me just write it into your.
Probably should resize Faye just slightly after this, so that way she's slightly bigger.
No worry.
You know how much I love those thick girls.
Wait, what?
Jesus. Uh,
Yeah, I feel like Diana was just like, yeah, a rapier is a bit too feminine for me. Gunther can have it.
There's like, what?
He's the girliest of all.
It just takes skills. It just takes skills to use.
So that's your excuse. Okay.
That sounds like something a weenie would say.
Hey, I'm not a weenie.
Are you? No, we were talking to Gunther, but you're equally as a weenie as he is.
Amazing.
so I'm not sure where you want to write the effect of the sword. By the way, Kay.
You can
It's,
write it in treasures, or I can write it there.
So where do you want me to put it?
Right
Lay
here.
out the name somewhere.
Right there. Throw it down for you and put a little dash so you can write there. It's in the treasures, yeah.
In the bio page?
Yep. Sorry, I didn't specify.
How dare you not specify?
I'm not very specific sometimes.
It's not there. Do you want to
Goodness.
just click? Did you type it in? Do you want to click off the box for me?
Oh,
It'll
sure.
update
I
it
forgot.
for me.
I didn't know I had to
There we
click
go.
on it.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is useful.
And that kind of resets every day at dawn.
Yeah. Quick question. It's fine if I switch it to Dex, right? Since it's
Oh,
here.
that's right.
I can do it myself. I know how to do it.
Cool.
Boom. And it's done.
There we go.
Cool.
Cool.
Move it up in the list. Oh, I can't drag it up because I need to be on the Roll20 page with it. Alright, I'll move it up later. Anyway.
Alright. Okay. So, what are you guys going to do now?
Do you guys remember that little crevice at the beginning of the cave here?
Oh,
We were sort of
Yeah,
investigating.
Gunther marked it as a green X.
Yeah, the crack. I want to inspect the crack.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
So, I mean, okay.
This is
You-
Dungeons and Dragons, not Dicks and Dicks.
Dicks and dicks.
Dicks and dongs.
Dicks and
Come on,
dicks.
come on, you had
Dicks,
the, you had
dicks
the,
and dongs.
Yeah, I just
You
said
had
that.
I know. I was just repeating what you said.
Good.
I would have said dicks and dildos since we have the dildo dragon here.
Dicks and
God.
dildos.
God.
God damn it.
But yeah, we should go check that out. And yeah.
And
So
stick
as
your
we
dick in there.
walk up, I'll wave the dragon. I wave up to the dragon, like, hit us up if you need anything.
He waves back to you and says, I assure you that I will.
So Gunther goes up to the crack, he caresses the crack, and he says to the crack,
my
"Hey,
God.
I'm gonna stick it in." Are you ready?
Please, no.
Oh my
So,
god.
when did this become a hentai?
For real.
Right now.
I have more
Dungeons and
flash.
Dojins.
I have war
Dungeons and what?
flashbacks.
Dungeons and Dojins.
I have war flashbacks to one of my first Dungeon and Dragon sessions.
What happened?
My DM was basically just kind of a jerk in general, and he made me suck a dragon's dick.
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
Yet, that did not turn me away from D&D.
It's like, this game's pretty good.
Well, I mean, they were all picking on me all the time.
Things
Oh.
got really furry really suddenly.
Savvy becomes DM.
Right.
Oh my god, no. I would hope not.
That would be the
Anyway,
best job for me.
let's take Gunther to the crag. Pretty
Yes.
sure he misses the crag.
You guys
He slowly sticks it in.
grab all of your... Can you grab all of your minis here and move them?
Yes, absolutely.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
was
I
gonna
thought you wanted us to
myself,
do
I
it.
guess. Yeah, I know. Like, well, where to go?
Up in Gunther's crack.
Like, can people actually fit through that?
Um,
Can we sacrifice the child to the crack?
I was going to
Sorry,
say,
that's reverse birth.
Savvy's character can probably fit.
Extremely better.
Can probably fit without having to squeeze too much, but the rest of you are definitely going to have to try and squeeze through there.
Where are you?
I
Okay,
think we
fine.
should just sacrifice.
We're all the way to the left at the
Yeah,
opening of the cavern.
Yeah,
There's
I realize. Yeah, I see it now. Thank you.
yeah,
Hold on.
so there is crack.
The crack!
So
Oh,
the
wait,
pussy
this is the
cave.
wrong chat. Damn it. There we go.
Just so you know, I'm pinning those.
Do
Excellent.
it. We can post them online later.
Yeah.
I have context D&D quotes. Here we go. So, kind of hard to see what's back there, but there appears to be a little more cave.
Okay.
So the child is small enough to fit, but we would need to squeeze in, right?
Yep, it will be a dexterity check to see if you can.
I
make
want to
your
try
way through
squeezing in.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna give it
my
a shot
God.
too.
All right. Mine's
Dexterity?
Yep.
Yep.
Dexterity. Alrighty. Yep. You guys can all. You go through. You go through. Gunther goes through.
Is this like Oprah? You get to check under your chair. We all get fucking gold.
Right.
Jesus.
Does Faye make it through?
Give me one.
She gets
sec.
stuck.
Right.
Okay, so yes.
I'm in the crack.
You all make it through. Apart from actually no, Gunther would be at the front here. Apart from Faye, who kind of like gets stuck.
Oh my god.
Like, you don't want to break your bow, which is kind of caught on the rock, and it's just yeah, you're just kind of.
Aren't elves
stuck
supposed to be like really slender?
Yes.
And dexterity is my highest thing. I have no idea how this happened.
Peasant elf.
Okay, yeah, we're selling the child.
She says from inside the crack.
We're selling the child.
It's like a
Why
little
don't you come in here?
Had the crack was you sacrificed something to the crack and it was you.
I will feed you to my dog.
Yep, thank you.
So what happens when we get out?
Well, you get out to the other side, and there are some lizard folks that are there. Once they see you, they back up a bit, but
This just kind of goes
it
around.
does
Doesn't
connect
it?
back up to the rest of the cave.
Oh,
There's nothing cool here.
Yeah.
well, we can just leave, I guess.
Well, that was worthless. I'm getting out.
At least you got into the crack.
You got some of that action.
You're in the crack longer than any of us.
It's true.
She got the most crack than any. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Just real quick before we leave the cave, when Otharin, how to say Otharin?
Yeah.
Okay, when she comes out, I push her in the water.
Whoa.
Excellent.
Me.
You're bullying a 12-year-old.
12-year-old.
She wanted to sell my dog. She wanted to sell my dog.
She's being
Just
nicer to
saying.
me than the child. That says
Daddy's
something.
gonna have you executed.
I don't give a shit.
I'll fight your dad.
I could kick your dad's ass.
Notice she's not saying
Yeah.
father; she's saying daddy specifically. Just so you know. But,
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Yikes.
all right, so I'm gonna get Faye to roll an athletics check and Otairin to roll a dexterity saving throw.
I hope, please.
Wow.
Okay, you got.
This is where it'll be a 1.
Close enough.
Does Faye just yell like the girl that throws the glass bowl on the ground?
So you kind of place both of your hands in the center of her back and just shove her, and she just drops like straight into the water, belly first. She's woof, splayed out. And yeah, so
This was the highlight of this week, just saying. Bless.
Lycira's just trying not to laugh.
Good.
Gunther's just shrugging.
I fist bump at Lysira.
Wow. Okay, I see.
I was supposed to be a neutral good, but I'm starting to turn into chaotic evil.
Oh my god.
This child is slowly, like, eating away at my sanity.
Lycira's a bad influence on Faye.
Good.
Oh my god.
Amazing. I love this session. This is like the best thing that happened to me all week. Yes.
Bullying a child.
Yep.
Exactly.
I'm not
no
even.
consequences.
I'm gonna report you to the Elvish police.
I don't give a shit. You think I give a shit? I just pushed a child in the water.
You done goofed.
Good lord. So you trudge out of the cove. Some of you drier than the others, and make your way back onto solid land. Where are you guys going from here?
Okay, so where are we headed next?
You guys know that there are still temples with ancient weapons in There's one in God's Rest, one in Mylil's Garden, and one in Carnus' Solace. But to get to Carnus' Solace, you're probably going to have to go through to Vaskia and then across from there.
We may,
as well just keep going south.
Yeah, to God's Rest. Maybe
then
stop by
we can just
Windmere
go
first.
around. Yeah.
Will we be able to get to Dungannon before night?
You could, yes.
Let's do that.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Alright, so you guys head over to Dungannon, and as you approach, you can see there's a lot of construction going on. A lot of makeshift cranes on pulleys made of rope and wood. A lot of manual labor going on. There's a wall around the city made of wood, logs and such gathered from the nearby Heartwood. There is a main northern gate, as well as a south gate. At the north gate, there are 2 guards there. The gate's closed. And as you approach, the guards kind of halt you. Each one has like a pike and is wearing some chainmail armor. They say, well, there is a... I can't find where I wrote it down now. There is a tax for entering using the main gates. So if you want to get in, you'll have to pay the tax.
And
Do you want to go in?
oh, go ahead.
What's in this
Intimidate.
place? Intimidate.
First, what's in this place is unknown to you because it is a newly developing town,
Okay.
and you can't really see much past the big wooden walls.
Mm.
They're kind of blocking everything off. But yeah, this is definitely the place. It is definitely. You can hear on the outside talking, townsfolk going on. Do you say you wanted to intimidate them?
I want to intimidate him.
Alrighty. Alright. So they how are you going to intimidate them?
Oh, that's a good question.
Good job.
I'm gonna draw my knife and tell them to let us in for free.
She's gonna give him the crazy eyes.
Yeah, she's gonna look at him with her crazy eyes.
They kind of look at each other and grip their pikes a little tightly, and it is kind of like, oh, there's 2 of us and 5 of them. They look pretty well kitted up. You can see them kind of doing the math in their head, and it's just like, all right, go on then. But if anyone asks, you paid the tax, and they open the gate for you.
Fuck.
So we have to.
Lysira curtly says, "Pleasure doing business with you."
He goes, yeah, whatever.
I look at the guards and say, "Don't let this little gremlin inside," and I point to Theron.
Oh God!
They kind of ignore you and let all of you in anyway.
I don't care.
So we basically have to convince them if we want to get in free, and we need to do it individually, I guess.
What? No.
What?
What?
Yeah, Lysira just intimidated them to get in for free, and I think we need to do the same if we want to get in free.
No, it was for the
group.
Said let us in.
Oh, it was for the group.
Free.
I think
Okay,
Gunther doesn't want the child in as much as Faye does.
I was just, I don't know. I didn't hear.
That's amazing. Can someone draw a comic of this?
I'm gonna do it.
Do it!
Excellent.
Oh my god.
So what's in this town?
As you walk in the main gate, you guys can see that it's a very new developing town. Like there's all sorts of construction going on. Buildings are being built. The wall itself around the town is still being sort of fixed up. The structure is there. They just need to kind of, I guess, do some fine tuning on it. So there is a inn and there's a general store, and it's mostly the rest of it is housing. But you also see a mill, like a lumber mill. And you get the sense that the main resource of this place is the wood gathering from the forest just to the south of it. They have a whole heap of woodsmen going out there, cutting down the trees, bringing them back in, and just like grinding them through that mill. And that's how they make all their profit here.
Good. Good to know.
So, what would you guys like to do? It's getting quite late in the evening. There's a lot of the place is lit up by torches that are kind of stuck into the ground at varying places. There's no real place for street lights yet. They haven't quite figured that out yet.
Okay, just find a place to stay the night.
There is
Gremlin can stay outside.
Excuse me.
That's what you get for trying to sell my dog.
Faye is really mad. She still hasn't.
Well, she didn't try to sell it. She just suggested it.
Faye's so mad.
So, you guys heading to the inn then, or?
Yeah.
I am.
Might as well.
So you guys head over to the inn, and you can see at the front of it there's a sign that's just kind of makeshift thrown together, just a wood sign with chalk drawing on it. And it says the Repulsive Mango Inn.
Do we really want to stay here?
I mean, if they have beds, it's better than staying outside.
As you walk in, you can see there is a single barkeep, half-elven woman, on the other side of the bar at the other end of the place. She's just kind of tidying up. You can see several patrons around, sitting there and having a drink and talking to each other. There are doors on either wall. Looks like about 6 rooms for people to stay in. Yeah. So what would you guys like to do?
There's a shady looking fellow over there.
Yeah. What the fuck is that?
You guys do notice a guy who's sort of in a black cloak. His mini shows him wielding a sword, but that was the only black cloaked mini that I could find. But it's just a guy in like a black hood that's sitting there and sipping away at a drink.
He's probably related to Gunther.
Gunther, do you know the shady guy?
Is this your cousin?
Are you friends?
No, I don't know this guy.
Are you
Like,
sure?
Gunther's like really offended. Like, maybe not all rogues are related.
Can I run an insight check on the guy?
Yeah.
Lasara's like a self-hating rogue.
Alright, that's a sad roll. Didn't accomplish
He's
anything.
shady.
He's shady.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
gonna roll a perception. Wait, would it be insight or perception?
To try and get a read for like what he's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, insight.
Man.
Oh well, even worse.
He's shady.
Okay, let me give it a shot as well.
Die! Come on.
Insight.
Well,
Okay.
at least that's something.
So he is shady, but as you guys sort of walk by, he seems to be keeping a good eye on all of you. He's now
Oh, shit.
Once you've walked in, he's just watching you all.
I'll give him the eye.
Give him the stink eye.
He gives you the eye as well. It appears to be a human fellow, from what you can see. Precisely.
Yes. That is that.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna be that.
That's like my favorite reaction image.
How does anyone take your characters seriously? God damn it!
So yeah, what would you guys like to do?
We should say like on that table, or in the one facing his table.
How
Who
about
do
we
you
sit
want
at,
facing?
How about we sit it with
Yeah.
him?
No! Are you high? You go sit with him, but I'm sitting over here. Oh my god. Oh my god. You fucking rogues all trying to fucking kill yourself. Jesus fucking Christ.
Jesus! You
Oh.
classist!
So,
I'll go with Gunther so he doesn't get himself killed.
Oh my god.
I was joking, but since you're coming, I'll just sit here.
I swear to god. I swear to god.
Nice day, isn't
so-
it?
as you guys walk over and take a seat, he just kind of grunts and stands up and heads over to this room over here.
Whoa!
Opens the
What an
door,
ass.
walks inside, and closes it behind him.
Rude! What a dick!
Well, I mean, to be fair, these, like, you know, Gunther and Lysira thought it was a good idea to just randomly sit at this guy's table. They weren't even wearing pink.
Oh my god. You're right. How rude of me.
Can't sit with us.
Well, if a man wearing a hood and a mask and a woman with a large scar on her face just sat in front of you, what would you do?
Yeah, hellfire.
That was fair.
As well.
Yeah,
Right.
good point.
Shoot myself.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
That's a little bit drastic.
Yeah.
You might want to reconsider your options.
We know Faye's not going to stop you.
Yeah,
God.
go ahead. It's fine, go ahead.
Wow,
I dare
okay.
you. I double
Follow
dog
your
dare you.
dreams.
Don't tell me dancing on my grave when I die.
Good.
Whoa.
So,
Jeez.
what would you guys like to do?
Well, certainly not get killed like Gunther and Lysira are doing, but okay.
Is there anything of
so-
interest around?
Yeah.
There is the barkeep on the other side of the bar there, probably the one who owns the whole inn. And apart from that, there's just the rooms on either side, sort of here, 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 and here. There's the doors that lead to the other rooms.
Okay.
You saw the guy, the hooded dude, go into this one.
Yeah, in the middle door.
Was it a bathroom? Because I don't think us girls can go in there.
I don't think it was a bathroom.
Okay.
Did he just assume my gender?
Oh my
She's the one
god.
hiding the dick. Okay.
Chicks with
So-
dicks.
Oh my god. So you guys have just walked into the inn, scared off a shady guy, and taken his seat. So what would you guys like to do with... it's nighttime now. We're getting into late evening anyway, so probably about time to retire for the night.
Yeah, so like eat something and then go to bed.
Yeah?
Yep.
Sounds
Sounds
good.
do that.
Good.
Let's feast.
Alright,
We should
so who's going to go up to the barkeep?
Yes. Me. Whoa,
You mean right there?
Jesus.
Mom can do it.
Yeah, my dogs don't mind them. Alright, so Faye, you head up. And half-elven woman greets you. She's like, "Oh, welcome to the Repulsive Mango. What can I do for you?"
We're just gonna get a few rooms. I'm gonna pay for my room. The child can pay for her own room.
Whoa.
You have money. I'm just saying. You don't hear this.
Just arguing in front of the lady.
I walk up and say, "I'll pay for the child's room."
Oh my god.
Thank you. At least someone has a heart.
So
That's the person who wants to sell my
so that
dog.
Faye doesn't have to deal with her.
Thank you. I fist bumped
So,
Lysira again.
Yep, so it'll be 10 gold each. the night.
That's expensive.
Yeah, that is expensive. That's
Wait,
pretty pricey.
Says, yeah, well, normally it would be about 5 gold, but the city takes a portion in tax, so we have to charge extra for everyone who wants to use all the services.
Wait, can you say that again? Sorry.
All
Sorry,
the services.
The city takes a portion in tax, so we kind of have to charge
Wait.
extra for all of the services.
Why are they charging you such a high tax?
It's just the price of living here,
That doesn't seem fair.
doesn't it? And she just kind of sighs.